So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 3 ways to think about rejection in a way that actually fuels you, actually gets you more motivated, actually makes you want to move forward and go to that next thing. So instead of the default response, which is getting down, taking it personally, and making it mean something about you, we're going to shift that in this video. So stay tuned. Hello, my name is Natalie Fisher, and I'm going to talk to you today about rejection. I am a career coach specializing in mindset. I help you get a 6-figure job working from the inside out. So let's get started. So the first thing I want you to know about rejection is that it's something that we all experience and that we're supposed to experience. Because if you think about it, if there was no rejection in the world, it would mean that everybody liked everybody the best. It would mean that everybody would just accept everybody all the time, right? And if you think about it, you don't even like everybody and accept everybody all the time, right? You have the ability to reject as well, for example, right? So you could say, no, that doesn't work for me. That's not a right fit for me. I don't want that, right? So what we usually experience is being on the other side of that, especially when it comes to a job interview, where you go, you answer the questions, you think it went great, and then they reject you. So I want to give you 3 ways to look at this. The first way is the way of a scientist. So if you think about how a scientist conducts their work, they think about something very neutrally, then they form a hypothesis of what potentially could work. They make up a hypothesis, which is like a guess. It's like, okay, I'm going to attend this interview. I'm going to answer this way. I'm going to think these things. I'm going to be in this state. And we're going to see if this is the right fit, if this is how it goes, right? For a scientist, they're going to conduct an experiment. They're going to mix these chemicals together. They're going to see if that works or not. And if it doesn't work as they'd thought, they're not going to take it personally and say, oh, I failed. I did something wrong, right? They might get frustrated if they have multiple tries and it's not working. However, they're going to think from that scientist's perspective, and they're going to be thinking, okay, if this didn't work, then what do I need to switch out? Why didn't it work? Interesting. What were the variables here that I didn't anticipate? Where would I like to do something differently next time? What will get me closer to my goal? And so when we're thinking about things as a scientist, we're thinking about them very neutrally. So simply thinking, okay, that didn't work. This is my hypothesis as to why that didn't work, and forming that hypothesis and then being able to take clear action next time. So thinking of things like a scientist is really helpful for just neutralizing the situation, not making it mean something personal about you, and also remembering that everybody in the world gets rejected. You reject people because you're not accepting everybody all the time to be around you, to be your friend, to be your partner, like to work with. You don't even want to accept or to welcome in everybody. So we all have to have the ability to select what works for us, and that includes you. Way number 2. Look at rejection like an artist would. So if an artist paints a painting, a beautiful painting that they poured their heart and soul into, it was their creativity, and then someone comes along and doesn't like their piece of art, an artist would take the perspective of, good, it's not meant for you, right? I didn't paint that for somebody who doesn't like it, who doesn't want it on their wall, who doesn't want to pay for it. I didn't make it for you. So that's good. I'm glad you don't like it. I'm glad you rejected it because it's not for you. And you'd look at it from that perspective, then you feel like you showed up as your real authentic self. And this is a different video that I'll make, but if you're people pleasing in interviews and you're rejected, it just means that you are trying to be something you're not and then still getting rejected. So when you are interviewing as yourself, you're being your full self. Like say in this video, for example, say you don't like my style, say you don't like my video, right? This is my art. This is what I do. This is how I communicate. So I would say, you know what? If you don't like it, this video is not for you. Go find a YouTuber that will give you the things that you want. It's obviously not me, right? And I wouldn't take that personally. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm confident in what I do. And I'm like, yeah, I know that not everyone's going to like it. And that is the point. You're not supposed to. If you do, great. If you don't, great. Because if everybody likes it, again, you're too vanilla. One of my mentors said to me, she was like, either love it or hate it. There's nothing in the middle of relevance. There's nothing of substance in the middle. Love it or hate it. Number 3, you can take rejection like a monk would. So what a monk would think is they would think, this is being placed in my path for a reason. What is the lesson that I need to learn? What are the lessons that I need to learn from this? They will get contemplative. They will go inward. They will explore themselves inside to see, okay, what is it that I need to learn from this? Why was this obstacle put in my way? Why are maybe many obstacles put in your way, right? So when I was first starting as a coach, as a career coach, back in 2014 was when I decided to start my business, I had rejection. I actually had about 30 rejections before I had somebody agree to work with me as a coach and actually pay me for my services. And that was pretty difficult for me because that was a lot of rejection. So I used these 3 frames that really helped me out. It was like, I'm looking at it as a scientist. I'm saying, okay, what did I say that I didn't want to say? What could I say that would be different? What am I thinking and feeling that's coming out in a place that's not really resonating with the people that want to work with me and need my help? Where am I going wrong, right? And then as the artist to say, okay, well, this is me. If you didn't like it, then that's okay. I gave you my very best. And then 3, as the monk to say, okay, how am I learning from this? How is this going to catapult me forward? How is this ultimately supposed to be for me? If these rejections are here, they're happening for a reason. And I am deciding that I'm committed to this. I'm in it no matter what. I'm in it until I get it. I'm in it until I start to understand what's going on. So why are these rejections here? Let's look at that and let's figure it out. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here because making this video for you today, I got through 30 rejections of people saying no to me. Now, some people, they only have 2 or 3. Some people might have more than that. I had a client who had 50, and that was her journey to say, I can get through anything. I can get past anything. And becoming rejection proof is what I like to call it, is the best thing you can do for yourself, because any goal that you set is going to require some level of rejection. It always is. Okay. And if it doesn't, then it's too easy. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's all engagement. It all helps. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your biggest takeaway from this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the scientist, artist, or monk perspective best. If you'd like to work with me or you'd like to explore more content from me, I have lots of other YouTube videos, but I also have a 3-day series that I do, which is essentially the A to Z of landing you the 6-figure role. And so if you'd like to sign up for that, you can get that in the link in the comments. Sign up for the next one and I'll be able to interact with you live. And also there's a bunch of freebies that you get when you sign up. So I've been doing this for 11 years now. I have a body of work. And the biggest question I get asked is, why do I keep getting interviews but not getting the job offer? So I have put together 2 guides. One is the 8 reasons that you interview consistently, but you don't get the job. So there's 8 reasons broken down from breakthroughs of my clients that have gone through the process with me. And you will be able to identify at least one of those so that you can make changes and tweaks and you can actually interview differently the next time you do. Okay. So that's the key here. And that will help you get over rejection too. It's just by having an insight where you're like, I know what I did wrong. Oh, I know what I could have said. I know the state I need to be in. I know what I need to do next time. And you will actually get excited to go back and try again. Okay. So the goal is rejection doesn't wipe you out. Rejection has you getting back up and saying, is that all you got? Let's go, right? Bring it on. I got this. And it doesn't matter how many times I get knocked down, I am getting back up and I'm back in the ring. And that's the goal. You will inevitably reach success when you master that mindset. One of my favorite quotes in the world is, you cannot fail if you don't give up. That is the truth. It is factual. You literally cannot fail if you don't give up. The only reason people fail is because they give up. And this will help you. So my work is all designed to help you do that, to help you keep going. And I'm here to support you too. So I'll see you in the next video. Grab your place in the 3-day series below and all the freebies that come along with it. You'll see that on the page and I'll see you there. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired of trying to fill that void? Do you need more?